From a teacher's perspective, how do you individualize learning? I think blended approach just fits it perfectly. As you can imagine, if I need to see a student that's not performing up to the particular benchmarks, I can call that student in and we can work one-on-one.
An example of that became very clear to me the last couple days was when we were working on a formative writing task, getting ready for a summative assessment. In my regular U.S. history class, I did my very best to go around the room and see that their writing looked good. We did some peer editing. I kind of had some activities in class to provide for feedback. But in my blended class today, the students didn't come in as a whole class. They set up individual appointments, and I was able to spend between 5 and 10 minutes with each of them individually, giving them personalized feedback.
In the meantime, the kids that are getting and understanding the material, they don't have to come in. So it really helps me or frees my time up to work with those kids that really do need it.
One of the advantages of the blended class is to allow for that individual attention.
More individualized.
A more individualized learning experience for me.
On TED Talks and YouTube videos.
For many students, this is their first experience with any sort of a real online class. So there's a few things we keep in mind when we designed the blended U.S. history class. One was that we were going to keep it parallel to regular U.S. history. The same assessments, many of the same tasks, although able to do them digitally instead of live.
I've arranged my class on a week-to-week basis. And so that's how I can keep kids on the same page at once. I don't give them the whole semester's worth of material and say, here you go.
It's not like they can get months behind or they can't really speed up and get done with it real fast. And that keeps them from being just with that attitude of wanting to just get done with it real fast. Instead, they do have some freedom to get tasks done when they want to during the week.
So I keep my deadlines on a week-to-week basis, not only for me to keep up with feedback and with grading, which is so imperative to the success of a blended class, but it also helps keep those high schoolers on task with what they need to do in order to be successful.
Something that really helped me manage my time and get the work that I needed to do for my blended class done was setting aside the time period that was for the blended class and just working on that work and not getting distracted by anything.
But I still had opportunities to collaborate with my peers, but I could learn in a time that was best for me. And while if I understood something, like a concept quickly, I could move on from that concept. But if I didn't, I could still go in and ask my teacher for clarification, but it was much more tailored to me. Overall, I enjoyed making my own plan on how to best learn the material.
And it was just a better way for me to learn.